If I could go back in time and teach myself how to draw, these are some of the first drawing exercises I would teach myself. And I wish I had learned this early on, because this would set the foundation for learning all the other 3D drawing skills. It would have made my life so much easier. So here, learn from my mistakes. The first two exercises I would focus on are these basic planes. A plane is essentially just like a flat surface in space. So we're practicing these converging lines onto the sides because they help us understand perspective. As a beginner artist, it can be very helpful to separate out these converging lines. So you want to do converging lines going up and down in space and side to side in space. So that's why there are two separate worksheets here, because that makes it so much easier to develop your understanding. Trying to learn how to bend planes on all sides at the same time is quite challenging. So if you isolate down and just learn converging lines this way and then converging lines this way, it makes it so much more intuitive in learning how to draw in perspective. So I would start with those two exercises and get really comfortable with that first before moving on. So in these types of exercises, you want to develop your understanding in a very deep way for each exercise before moving on to the next one, because they build on top of each other. The more focus you put into a single exercise and develop your understanding, the easier the next exercise becomes, because they're like building blocks, right? If one brick is weak while you try to put another brick on top of it, the brick beneath it will break over time. What we want to do is develop each brick with a lot of strength, so it's easier to learn the next steps. It also prevents us from feeling tons of frustration, like tons of unnecessary frustration. If we just focus on, isolate down, develop one skill, get comfortable with it, have tons of fun with it, and then move on to the next one. So I would make sure that my younger self just focused in on this single skill first and then moved on to the next exercise. For our third drawing exercise, we're drawing these tilting planes. So now we take our basic planes and we put them beside each other to describe the outside of a form. So you can imagine that this feels very 3D, right? So look at this worksheet. You can see that these examples, they feel like they sit on top of a surface. They're describing a form. So just by putting these beside each other, we're already creating the illusion of space. So what I want you to imagine is that you have a shape, a form, like something that sits in 3D, and then you're putting plates on top of it to describe that form. And now suddenly we're developing a very powerful tool. You can imagine how this plating style, right? Like this idea of turning something rounded into these plates makes it so that we can draw literally anything. We're developing our understanding of how to draw things in perspective, how to draw forms in perspective. That is why, as a beginner artist, I wish I learned the previous step, got really comfortable with it, and then learned this next, because this is a skill that you're going to keep developing. Your ability to draw forms is a skill that you're going to keep developing, and breaking it down into these simple planes is a great way to learn this skill. So take your time here, learn this exercise, get comfortable with it, and draw some more in your sketchbook once you learn this skill, because it's so much fun. There's so much fun to be had here, and you really play with developing the illusion of space on the page. So have tons of fun with this exercise. I really like how quickly you can move from basic planes into like 3D forms. I love how fast that happens for a lot of beginner artists. So try that out and see how that works for you. For our fourth drawing exercise, we're doing folding planes. So now we're going to take our plane that was like kind of a hard surface, almost like cardboard, and we're going to wet that cardboard so we can bend it and fold it in fun ways. We're going to do a lot of curving lines here, so that's the real challenge. If you're a beginner artist, drawing curves is a challenge. It will take time to get used to, but this is a great way to practice that. Draw folding planes, and we're also learning how to draw overlap. This is quite the challenge, right? So we haven't done any overlap so far, but now we're going to practice overlap within the same form. So you want to draw the lines that are not overlapping, and then you want to like draw all the other lines secondary. Now that's kind of complicated to understand, but as you practice and as you do these worksheets, it'll be a lot easier to learn this. But be mindful of the overlap. That is a skill that's super important. It's at the core of drawing, right? Like if you're trying to draw anything, if something is in front of the other, those lines will overlap the other lines, right? Like that's a core thing, a core skill that we'll be using. And let's practice that in a fun way by drawing these folding planes. Now this skill is especially useful if you want to draw flowers, if you want to draw clothing, pretty much anything flowy and thin. Is like learning how to draw these like folding planes is tremendously helpful. It made it so much easier for me to draw flowers once I understood this. So that's why like if you learn these skills, they'll be applicable to pretty much anything you want to draw. So practice these skills, have tons of fun with it. I do feel like this becomes a lot more fun, like this level of drawing, things become a little bit more fun because now you can start to see how you can create the illusion of space on the page, how you can play around and have fun with it. So take your time with this exercise, get really comfortable with drawing those curves, try to fold them in fun ways. You can do sharp folds, you can do curvy folds, play around, have tons of fun, and then move on to the next exercise. For our fifth exercise, we're drawing layered planes. So we're moving back into like the rigid planes, but we're layering them and we're putting them in slightly different perspectives. So that is the challenge with this drawing exercise. It's the subtle change in perspective between the different planes that is challenging. So try this out, have fun with it. Make sure that they're somewhat similar to each other and that they're sharing space. Now you can imagine that they're almost like stacks of paper that are floating in the wind, and you're just like drawing them together, close together, so that you can challenge yourself, develop your spatial awareness of these planes. So that is that drawing exercise. Have fun with it. See what you can come up with, because you can really curve these around and have tons of fun. So play around a little bit, challenge yourself, but also be very mindful of those lines. Feel free to exaggerate some lines. Try to play around and see how well you can develop your spatial awareness. Try to do subtle shifts, right? Instead of doing big shifts between each plane, try to make them subtle to see where you can develop that skill. That subtlety it's a very useful skill to have. So that is what we're practicing here in this exercise. For our sixth drawing exercise, we're taking our layered planes and pushing them all the way to the limit. Now we're drawing these flowing in the wind, doing big shapes, right? So on this example sheet here, you can see that I have so many of these planes just floating in the wind. Some of them are folding to like change the direction. They're floating. It's like, I want you to create like flowiness on the page and like really layer them and explore the page. This is super fun. This is one of the most fun drawing exercises. I wish I learned this one very early on, because it's so much fun. It's just creating that illusion of space on the page while creating something flowy is so satisfying. It's so satisfying to start with a single plane, right? You can just start on the page, draw a single plane first in any perspective, then add another one, add another one, add another one. You like don't need to plan it all out, but you can just shift it around the page and see what you come up with, right? So we're playing with proportions, we're playing with angles, we're playing with direction and flow, movement on the page. There's so much fun to be had here. There's so many things to explore. So try to be very, very curious about this drawing exercise, because the more curiosity that you develop within yourself, the more fun it will be to do these drawing exercises. Do not do these drawing exercises if they feel boring to you. They might feel boring for a moment, but try to develop your curiosity for it. Remind yourself of why you're doing this. The reason we develop our technical skills is so that we can apply it to our self-expression. It's not just about developing technical skills in isolation. It's about developing these skills so that we're better able to express ourselves on the page. So always remind yourself of that. Remind yourself of the love of it. You're here to draw. You're here to express yourself. Have fun with that, right? Like, don't get caught up in trying to do perfect drawings. It's not about perfect drawings. It's about developing a skill that will be useful in the future. So develop your curiosity for it. Treat each line with the presence that you can have, right? Like, be as present as possible with each line, and that way you will develop your love for drawing while also developing your technical skills. If you want this worksheet for free, check out the link below. I'll have a video lesson on this specific exercise that's longer, that will go into details, and also the worksheet will be there for free. And if you do find that helpful, I'm going to ask you to share the images below it onto Pinterest using the Pinterest share button, so that more people can enjoy this drawing exercise, because I do think that these exercises are tremendously helpful. And I wish I had started out with these, so I really want more beginner artists to check this lesson out, because it's a very helpful drawing exercise. And if you are a beginner artist that want more of these drawing exercises and you want the rest of these worksheets, check out the fundamentals bundle over on the website, where we go into tons of drawing exercises. I'm adding a ton more lessons to that, and it's going to be a growing bundle over time. So feel free to grab that, come draw with me. These drawing exercises are so much fun. So let's draw together. That bundle will also increase in price over time as I add to it, because I'm also adding to the portrait drawing bundle and figure drawing bundle, which is all part of that fundamentals bundle. So as that grows over time, the price will go up. So if you want to grab that while the price is low, go check that out, and I'll see you in the next lesson whenever you are ready.